always a crazy one. Broke into the stadium and I wrote your number on the 50-yard line. You were always a perfect one and a valedictorian. So under your number I wrote, "Come for a good time." I only wanted to get your attention, but you overlooked me somehow. Besides, you had too many boyfriends to mention, and I played my guitar too loud. How do you like me now? How do you like me now? Now that I'm on my way, you still think I'm crazy, standing here today. I couldn't make you love me, but I always dreamed about living in your radio. How do you like me now? Took off to Tennessee, I heard that you made fun of me. Never imagined I'd make it this far. Then you married into money, girl. Ain't it a cruel and funny world? He took your dreams and he tore them apart. He never comes home and you're always alone, and your kids hear you cry down the hall. Alarm clock starts ringing, who could that be singing? It's me, baby, with your wake-up call. How do you like me now? How do you like me now? Now that I'm on my way, you still think I'm crazy, standing here today. I couldn't make you love me, but I always dreamed about living in your radio. How do you like me now?
This world off the floor, all that I can hold on my shoulders. I'm walking down the road, this backpack my border. But moms don't grow on a rolling stone, and I've got 14 miles to go. While I'm away, I need you to know I'm always there. I hope you know I think the world of
butchers to cut you into profit.
But Sean Raz from Raz Radio.
Yeah, he's from Raz Radio. Raz is our guy. I mean, you're Sean Mother Effin' Raz.
Here come the butchers to cut you into profit, to profit, to profit, to profit, to profit.
I'm with the Raz. I'm with the Raz right now. Where is Mother Effin' Raz?
Join me, Sean Raz, for the first 52, Tuesday, 6 to 8 p.m., RazRadioLive.com. The simple power of truth.
Here come the butchers to cut you into profit. Innocent people turn into military targets.
I just wanted to take the time to write this to you myself because I think you get a bum rap. People always got something negative to say about you, man. I don't get it. I mean, you guys do a great job. You should be more appreciative. I can't believe people say you a hater just because we call for help and you came an hour later. Maybe you was extra busy stopping criminal acts. Some even said you pull people over because they black. All of y'all do a great job keeping your scope on us. And I refuse to believe you would plant some dope on us. They had to be wrong if you busted in their residence. They even lied and said you created fictional evidence. I gotta commend how you handle situations. Shot a youngster, beat his mama and got a paid vacation. I know it's hard being you, so why would they question? In everything you do, we know it's all for our protection. Passing through our neighborhood, spying at night. Some consider it harassment and denying our rights. You had to have a good reason for attempting to hurt us, cause I know that y'all would never ever do it on purpose. Dear Mr. Policeman, why is everybody tripping? I just don't understand. I know you out here in the streets doing the best that you can. If I could meet you face to face, I would shake your hand.
Being a cat can be damn tedious. People dangling bells and bits of string in your face all the time. Just be a dog. Run around, catch frisbees, pee on a fire hydrant. Life's more rewarding, and you get access to lots of treats. Catch Salty Talk Mondays and Wednesdays, and every Friday for Salty's Weekend Warm-Up, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Add a little salt to your life, and be more dog.
It's time for a TF52 flashback.
I lost my husband.
My son.
My uncle.
My nephew. September 11th, 2001.
Most people don't know a third tower fell that day.
The government says fire brought it down.
The collapse of World Trade Center 7 was primarily due to fires.
I, along with 1,400 other architects and engineers,
have found the government's conclusion to be physically impossible.
Impossible.
We need the truth about what happened that day.
Go to rememberbuilding7.org.
Why it fell, why it mattered.
Let's talk about mental health for a minute here.
What are you trying to say? Do I have a problem?
No. So the big issue that I'm having with a lot of this, and sure, if we want to question the narrative, I have nothing against that. Right? I have nothing against that. I mean, now this one kid, what's his name? Hogg.
David Hogg.
That kid, I mean, I don't know what to say about that. He keeps putting himself in the limelight, and he's getting a lot of backlash. But these people that are sending in death threats to the families, what the fuck, people? You want to talk? Let's talk about some mental health issues. That's mental. Who does that? What the fuck? First of all, that's not okay. And I have family members that are defending that stance. They're like, this isn't, everybody wants to pin it on the NRA and fuck idiot kids and this and that, as if that justifies sending death threats to grieving family members.
Well, that's just stupid. Yeah, I agree with that, obviously. I mean, that's just stupid. We're going to have a family member of ours on the show tonight to discuss what happened there. And I'm curious to see, because I'm sure she's on my Facebook. I'm sure she's seen some things I've shared. I'm curious to see her take on what I've shared. And those are some of the questions I have for her. And as far as the NRA goes, the NRA is just a what do they call those? Lobbying.
Civil rights lobbying group.
Right. It's just a lobbying group. And it's there for really no good reason. I don't think there should be any lobbying groups, honestly.
Well, this is true. This is true. But the fact is that it is there to prevent gun laws, right? Because, the Second Amendment reads, the right for the people to bear arms should not be infringed, right?
Right.
There's nothing wrong with what they're doing, realistically.
With who?
Right.
At the end of the day.
Right, there's nothing wrong with what they're doing. They're the same thing as the ACLU. Except the ACLU is a bunch of civil liberties. They're fighting for civil liberties, and they're fighting for gun rights.
Guru. Rest in peace.
It's the return of the All-Star, the classic hit. Massive blitz, my rhyme's fantastic like Elastic Kid. Smash the grip with a savage grip. Mad Max couldn't even imagine this. Sensational, amazing like Spider-Man. It's the mighty clan, we're low riding to the Monster Jam. Catch me backstage, yo, I'm not your fan. And from what I heard, you ain't got nada, man.
Grab your herbal remedies, let me take you all the therapy. This is what you're fearing me, damage all extremities. Still no compare me with the crew, we stand alone. Dead like no tones, and we're aiming for the throne. Crazy with these poems, these words are like magic. Known to calm your ass, are better off causing static. The skill is automatic. Million daily plastic, dropping gems like the classic. The outcome is problematic.
Be on that's all my eyes can see. Victory is mine, yeah, surprisingly. I've been laying, waiting for your next mistake. I put in work and watch my status escalate.
Tony Sparks trees, I've been putting in hard work. To people that I put in the car work. The blood's so stinky, gotta put it in jar work. We're stupid with the verses, I've been putting in bar work. It's New Rock to the Bronx, representing that hard turf. And that snowed it out, the piff whip smoked it out. Your girl don't even got no cash, so she going down. You know the stilo, I keep the scales unequal for the numbers like Keno.
Count banks and do work like a jackhammer. Feel the grammar in the streets, till the thugs in the slammer. Operate the data, upload the flow in the chatter. Bring change to your brain when I rearrange the matter. My words are scatter, a full clip from the owners. The shit's hard to earn like homes to the homeless. The biters are boneless, we hang them quick for misdemeanors. Meet your moment of truth once you step in the arena, yo.
Be on that's all my eyes can see. Victory is mine, yeah, surprisingly. I've been laying, waiting for your next mistake. I put in work and watch my status escalate.
Border qualified pro in this business of rap.
Yo, from sands and hoes to the lands of frozen toes, my bands of fans still grows. From caravans to grandstands, it's Bad Man Rocks each show. Pop it till you hold all the rest, Def Original. RJ's the short shot beats and rhymes cock to make it rain like a Navajo dancing on your block. The singularity of hip hop above the clouds rock. Heights click, your local dealer for the flows that don't stop.
Every pain has a treatment, like rain has impurities. I impeach authority as soon as they abort to me. Cause I come correct, boogie down Bronx I'm reppin'. From Frog's Neck to Morris Park, my crew's not pretending. I'm resurrected, my demons are plenty. Dig in my history, for enemies you'll find many. Hindsight's 420, your style's defective. Spitting since I'm 20, so my technique's perfected.
Let me on that's all my eyes can see. Victory is mine, yeah, surprisingly. I've been laying, waiting for your next mistake. I put in work and watch my status escalate.
Border qualified pro in this business of rap.
At all, no jails, no cops, and no cell.
eyes. It's so odd, no offering plate to pass on to no God, no white, no black, no race exists that hasn't been choked by the slack. No vote, no hope, and no life. They want us with no sight, no brain, and no right. No friend, no God, no law, no guns, no bullets, no justice at all. No jails, no cops, and no cell. No life, no choice, no heaven or hell. There's no sense in putting trust in your government. Don't trust your government. There's no sense in putting trust in any government. Don't trust your government. No guns, no bullets, no justice. 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 No, let's go, justice. No fucking justice. No justice. So how long can you let it go? Will you let it go till there's nothing? How long can you let it go? Will you let it go till there's nothing? How long can you let it go? Will you let it go till there's nothing? How long can you let it go? Will you let it go till there's nothing?
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember,
all I'm
offering is the truth. Nothing more.
Nothing more, my friends. That's it. That's all you're getting. First 52, RazRadioLive.com, Salty Talk Radio, Twitch TV /Sean Raz1. All those good places you can find us. I moved my microphone. You see that? It's moved. If you're watching on Twitch, you can see it's moved. It's kind of limp on me, though. It's being a little limp on me tonight, honey. Of course, sitting over to my left, where I like her.
Maybe the arm is no good anymore. Maybe that's the problem.
Well, you can blame Ledger for that now. I need that. I just need to fix it a little bit. Little handyman work. That's what we need to do. I need to do a little handyman work on the mic arm, honey. That's what has to happen.
And maybe not think about it, just before the show starts.
Well, I've been a little busy this week.
That might help, too.
I've had a lot of stuff to do. I've been really, really slightly busy. Just saying. Just slightly.
Eventually you'll get into the flow of things.
Yeah, I will. I know. It seems crazy. I'm having a lot of fun. Yes, I did not get the job I applied for, but that's okay. I'm not upset about it. It's actually a good thing. It turned out to be a good thing. Fuzzy, don't worry. I saw you commented. I didn't see what your comment was because I'm busy. I'm doing stuff. Family Man, Handyman, and Home Watch Service. Come join us. Come check us out. You might like it. If you live in the Rotunda area, which none of you do, but that's okay. You need something done, call me. No job's too big. No job's too small. Better call Sean. You know you love it, honey.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah, I did start up a business this week. That was my exciting news that I wanted to share with everybody. It's interesting. It's scary, but I've got the support of a good woman and a lot of family. So I'm looking forward to how this goes. I know that doesn't really matter with what we talk about on this show, but it's my life. It's what's going on. So figured I'd share it. What do you think, hon?
It's awesome. It's gonna be good.
You happy about that?
Yep.
Yeah. I am too. Got a lot of different things to talk about. As we keep saying when we do the shows, we're trying to change. I don't want to say change the show. Just kind of. I think we're changing a little bit. I think, at least I'm changing a little bit. I think my mentality and the way I think about things, the way I do things, the way I look at things has changed a little bit.
I think that's just human nature.
Well, that's true. Yeah, absolutely. I went crazy for, 10 years.
Oh, you're still crazy.
Well, yeah, that's true. I haven't gotten from not being crazy. But I am looking at things not so immediate conspiracy. You know what I mean? Like I used to, everything was a conspiracy.
Right. You always wanted the other angle, which is okay. That's not. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, you should never believe the first story put out anyway. I mean, let's be honest.
That doesn't mean that the first story put out isn't the true story.
That is true, but we always have to question what is put out the first time. You know, I got caught in one today. I was listening to Bubba this morning, and he had Roger Stone on. I know they're doing a big signing up in Clearwater right now. Roger Stone's in Clearwater with Bubba, and they're signing books and doing things, and they brought that up, and Roger made the comment of, oh, maybe that's the next Reichstag fire, which kind of made me think, oh, here's a conspiracy mind going again. Was the Notre Dame fire a Reichstag-type fire to try to stop the Yellow Vest protest? Was it to put the attention back on the Muslims, or was it just a fire? And, of course, one of the first things, have you paid attention to this at all?
A little bit.
Okay. One of the first things I saw today was that the cross stood strong in the middle of the building. It didn't burn in the fire. Well, let's see here. It's a large cross, first of all. More than likely, it was treated with fire retardant, fire protectant. It's a big cross.
Is it an iron cross?
No, it looked to be a wood cross. I mean, it was a distant photo you could see.
Whatever. I'm not going to bash religion when they just lost a 900-year-old church. That sucks.
And then some dude gave like $100 million donation to rebuild it.
Yeah, Penalt. Selma Hayek's husband.
Yeah.
That must suck to be known as someone else's husband when you're like one of the wealthiest men in the world.
Well, I don't think the pedophiles, I mean, the Catholic Church needs money to rebuild their own thing. I think they've raped enough. I mean, I think they've made enough money, in the years.
Well, children don't have money.
Well, they raped enough butts. They should have enough money.
That doesn't generate income.
But people protecting them does.
That's silly.
You know how I feel about religion.
That had no connection.
Do you know, I heard today that for the first time in history, nearly half of the people polled in America, or maybe it was a little bit more than half of the people polled in America, consider themselves either atheist or agnostic over believing in a religion.
That doesn't surprise me.
Me neither. I mean, once science kicks in and once intelligence, I know we have limited intelligence here in America, but once intelligence does kick in and once the sharing of information, I guess the downfall started in the mid-90s, when people started really questioning what happened in the mid-90s.
Mm-hmm. There are scientists that have religion also.
What happened in the mid-90s?
That affected religion?
What happened in the mid-90s in general? The creation,
the grunge era?
The creation of the internet. The creation of free sharing of information. And that's when the major decrease in, Catholic religious beliefs began. Because the ability to share information beyond the book that tells you better bow down and kiss God's ass.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, going to church used to be a family affair. The real breakdown was the breakdown in family. That's what destroyed religion. It has nothing, it has little to do with internet because that helped to break apart families.
Well, it gave information is the main point of that.
It
allowed the dissemination
of
information.
People that are religious aren't necessarily stupid. I think you equate religion, people that are religious with being retarded and not understanding science. And that's simply not true. And there's plenty of scientists that are religious and think that, being agnostic or atheist for that matter is ignorant. So
it's ignorant to be like that.
So the door swings both ways. Neither one of us know the real truth of it.
But neither one of us allow that
all anyone can
to
do is speculate. What happens in your afterlife if a God does exist. Nobody knows the real answer to that. So I'm not pointing fingers in any direction. I would say that I am agnostic. I don't have any sort of faith that I'm into or practice.
No, when we first met, we were both
there has to be more to...
When we first met...
I went to a non-denominational...
We were both kind of trying to be religious. We were both trying to find God. I mean, honestly, that's when we met. That's where I was in my life. I wasn't
trying to find God.
Well, I was.
I liked going to this non-denominational church after I went through my first divorce because I had gone with a friend, and it was weird when I went. They had these little pamphlets, and it had, you know, kind of topic that they were going to be discussing that week, and it was weird that week. I felt like
it was directed to you,
directly targeted.
Yeah. That happened to me
too. And so
too.
I decided to go again, and it happened again, and I'm like, oh my god! So I was actually finding
that's why I ended up doing the same
going through all that, and it made me feel better until finally one day, I found something that happened during Mass, and it turned me off, and I didn't want to go back.
You don't want to discuss what that was? That thing that turned you off?
It was their Mother's Day, back in 2007. It was Mother's Day. Went down there, and they made the topic that day about abortion, and got women to come up to the front to basically confess to having an abortion, and then proceeded to kind of bash them for it. And that was really,
how nice of the church
really
to do that. Really care for people.
But anyway, so doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, I mean, again, we don't push religion on our child, but we also don't push it away from them.
No,
I mean, Mom wants to take
anything he wants to check out. You want to go to temple? You want to check out Buddhism, Christianity, whatever.
Right. Just
you can learn about whatever you want. I'll take you wherever you want to go.
Is the only one I would say to stay away from.
Why?
Because he's a cute boy with blonde eyes,
There's a lot
eyes.
of history in it.
Blonde hair and blue eyes.
He's not gonna get like dropped off and butt raped. I mean, I'm not gonna go to a Catholic church with my son and be like, okay, have fun. I mean, yeah, right.
Well, that's what some people do. I mean, keep in mind, that is what happens. That's how it happens. You know, it's, I don't know. It's, anyway, Notre Dame burnt down. Fuck them. I don't care.
Wow. It really, for me, the architecture and the history in that place, it really is disheartening. That
it's really part I agree
sad
with.
To see that just up in flames. I mean, that's an iconic piece of history.
I agree with the historical part of it, because I don't think anything in history should be destroyed. Just as well as I don't believe that Confederate, statues should be ripped down. I don't want to see that burn either. I want to see things that share the historical value of life and how humanity has gone from an insignificant little piece of shit to what we've become, even though we're starting to become an insignificant piece of shit again.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say same.
Yeah, I mean, we're going back that path. We had a peak as humans. I mean, let's be honest. Humanity had a really good peak. Mm-hmm. My personal opinion, I wish I grew up in the, 20s, 30s, 40s.
Oh, no, thank you. Not for me.
I would have loved it. Well, I would have loved to grown up in that.
That's because you're a white man.
I'm not a white man. And when people say that really bothers me. Yes, I'm a white man.
Visually, Sean, you are a white
Visually, I'm a white man. But let's see here. I'm Italian, which, they didn't have much problem. I'm Irish, which my Irish family, when they came to America, were treated worse than the Mexicans crossing the border right now. And we can all agree on that fact. We all know the Irish were treated a hell of a lot worse than most slaves.
So what was
in the early 20s.
appealing to you about that time?
I don't know. I like the ability. There was a lot more ability to succeed. There was a lot more creation to be made. I'm not saying I'm the guy that was going to create a computer, or I'm the guy that was going to create the train harness that was created, that became the national standard at one point in time, that was created in Punta Gorda. But
so you imagined coming over on the Titanic and finding gold in the
Midwest last thing I want to be on is the Titanic. I mean, come on, can't you pick a better boat than the Titanic?
Hey, that was the dream.
That was the dream. But there were a lot of bankers on the Titanic that were kind of against the Federal Reserve. So maybe just maybe the Titanic. You weren't
even alive, and you're making conspiracies out of that.
I'm not making the conspiracy.
Or maybe motherfucker hit an iceberg.
Or maybe the captain drove it right into the iceberg.
Right.
Or maybe the captain was shot by some guy on there that was paid for by the global elite, by the military industrial complex, which wasn't big at that time. you know, maybe they shot the captain in the head, and this guy just drove it in the iceberg on purpose, and he was the one that jumped off on the ship that shouldn't have.
Totally makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense. Sure, why not?
Okay.
Weird shit happens.
I suppose stranger things have happened.
Stranger things do happen. Lesser stranger things happen, but you know, hey, we got to look at all sides of what's going on, honey. You just got to, you know, it's the way my mind.
Well, you don't have to, but it's probably wise.
I have to. Look at. I can turn this up here. Let's see if there's anything going on here. No.
Sullivan, 1822.
Oh.
Why is this?
That was the police scanner. See, I always have the police scanner running in the background. Believe it or not, I'll turn that down so it doesn't like chime in if somebody calls. 941
local news.
This is what's happening here. Oh, you'd be surprised some of the stuff I hear on there sometimes. I tell you about it a lot of times. 941-421-0401. That's the right number, right? I'm trying to remember all new numbers now.
That's
correct. It's like the business number is 941-208-2723 or SAFE 208-SAFE. That would be that number.
Do you have a call coming in?
I don't know. Do I? I
don't know.
I do. Good thing I turned down the. I was just going to get into the jumper. That was you. Hello?
What?
It's Mafalja.
What's up?
What's up, homie?
I heard it's very dangerous to be around your house now.
Why is
it?
Because you're armed.
Yes, armed and dangerous. And stuff. So
and stuff.
I'm armed and have a temper. Fuck off.
So what's up, Salty? How you doing?
I was trying to call you 10 minutes ago when you were doing all the agnostic talk. And I was like, well, I'll call now that I'm calmed down.
You have to turn the ringer on, Sean.
I thought I didn't have it up. I'm sorry.
I don't necessarily see it. There's like a big thing in front of that screen.
Don't tell him about that.
I was going to rail on you.
About what?
What do you mean about what?
I don't know.
You made, well, I'm not necessarily to you, but probably at that point in time I was going to jump on Lexi about this. Because she was promoting and defending the and I'm air quoting here, and you guys can see me air quoting, the scientists that
believe in God,
support religion. You cannot do that. That is hypocrisy in and of itself.
But those people exist.
They exist. That doesn't make it right. It's still a hypocrisy in and of itself.
Well,
you either believe in something that is provable or you do not. It is science or it is not.
See,
you cannot be a scientist and believe
in fairy tales.
In Santa Claus.
Well, no.
Well, no.
I'm saying that there are, scientists there are some scientists that go with the notion that eventually, if you really break it down to the end, there has to be some sort of creator of some type or architect, if you will.
Ridiculous.
Well,
I'm not saying I'm the scientist.
Wait a second. Mark.
Why is there a beginning?
Mark,
the Big Bang has already been shown to be bullshit.
There's no beginning.
There's no beginning.
It's just spontaneous existence.
The only thing I would argue, Mark, the only thing I would argue is everything has to have an architect.
I'd like to see your sources, please.
Everything has to have an architect. Everything does have to have a creator. Nothing creates itself. So who?
What the heck? That's crazy. Why?
Well, that's a theory.
Well, because
why?
Because I create shit, right? When I go to the bathroom, I poop, I create shit, right?
Are you calling us shit now? Are we pieces of shit?
We may just well be. Have you looked at the people that walk around this planet? I mean, honestly, think about that.
Starting to make
Have
sense.
you looked around at the people on this planet? So yes, we might be a little, but everything is created by something. It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter the level of creation. It just matters that everything has to come from something. Something.
One of the most definitive discussion points in science is that energy cannot be created. It already exists. It can only be converted.
Okay.
If energy was there to begin with, it is in a specific form.
But why?
It's converted to. I don't know that.
Well, that's the point.
Who created that energy?
The unknown. Why does there have to be? Everybody looks for the.
Because
everybody
that's the
looks
ultimate
for
question.
Well, the answer. It's what is it? 43. What's the answer to the ultimate question? 43.
20, 28. I don't
28?
know. 29.
I forget now.
What was that? I forget the thing Dad did. The whole.
But it's the same damn thing. Mm-hmm. That's the answer to the. It doesn't matter. Makes a damn bit of difference. You know what? Does it matter if I believe in Santa Claus, but I enjoy visiting with my family at Christmas time? Or Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. My bad. The other guy who was allegedly part of the Christmas celebration time.
Right.
Does it make it
Mass?
The Christ Mass.
Right.
Well, that's where it's derived.
Oh, see,
from.
we get in the holidays, and when we get in the holiday type things, it's not religious based. It's more family. Like to me, I don't know
because
about. It's about family.
See each other.
Right. Yeah, exactly. We want to get together. We want to have fun. We want to share experience. We want to talk about. I mean, we see each other maybe 6 times, 7 times a year, and we all live
that's
close.
a little much at times. I got to tell you.
Yeah, that is a little much sometimes. I'll agree.
That's a little overkill.
That's a high average.
That is a high average.
I'd say 3 to 4.
3 or 4. Yeah.
How many major holidays do we have? Plus 1, right?
Well, if we include barbecue weekends, because those in my book, those hold higher precedence over anything else. So the barbecue's going.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Up.
If it's about food, yeah.
Yeah, food. We're always there for food. That's for sure. Food and fun is really all that matters to us. That's what we try to focus on. But yeah, the religious thing. When I see somebody giving monies like that to an organization that, whether they need it or not, I mean, whether they've raped children or not, whether they've done good or bad or not, they don't need the money because they have the money. So when I see
you are forever bringing up the child rape thing.
When
Every
you stick
time
a penis,
talk about a church.
when you stick a penis in the ass or the mouth of a child, I lose all respect for you. I'm sorry. It starts there. The penis penetration of a child's mouth or ass. I don't know why. Call me crazy, but I just can't really give you any respect. Sorry.
He's not wrong.
When you defend it, when you pay people off for it. When it's happening for hundreds of years, what? No. I mean, I just don't know what else to say.
But then you just say, praise God, and all is forgiven.
Yeah,
sorry.
We have to find a point of time where we go, no, we're not going to allow this anymore. This is not going to happen. We wouldn't allow an atheist pedophile to run around the streets and pay people off a rich atheist pedophile could not run around the streets, rape children, and then give them millions of dollars after they rape their children and go, okay, I don't go to jail or I don't get hurt. Nope, I'm going to go rape another one. See you later. Bye. That doesn't happen. It's not allowed. It's not okay.
Oh, my God.
Sorry.
I think he just derailed a little bit. Are you okay, buddy?
I'm all right. Yeah.
Heavy sigh. Woosah. There you go. So I don't know if you noticed or not. I'm not sure what company Amber works for. She said that her company, she posted up here a little while ago. She said her company donated 100 million euros. The company she works for.
I'm sorry to hear that. She could have got a raise if they would have, done something good for the people that work for them. You know what?
I'm thinking
every single Catholic employee of that company, it would have been better to give them 10% of that 100,000 euro or 100 million euro or 100 billion euro or any fake currency that we have that isn't backed by anything anyway. So I mean, what the fuck?
Well, here's the thing, Sean. I mean, that piece of property, that building, it took 200 years to construct. 200 years to build. I was honestly, and even now thinking about it, I'm a little choked up that the building itself is in such a condition. I'm not a well, as proven by our discussion, I'm not a believer of religion.
Right.
I'm a believer in people's deeds. People, this was a blood, sweat, and tears construction over 7, 8, potentially 9 generations. And in a day,
it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
That is
it's devastating.
Horrific.
Well, you would think that something like that. I mean, it's brick and mortar for the most part. Usually without an impact, you wouldn't see such destruction. But then again, the cross survived, Mark.
The
cross survived.
It did. It did. That's kind of interesting, though.
Chemical treatments that prevent fire retarding.
Fire, retardant chemical. Yeah.
Hello, it's science again. Science outdoes religion right there.
So, but think about there's like the tour guides, for instance. There's several of them that practically live there.
Okay.
They give on a daily basis. They give tours. These are like 3 and 4 hour tours. And it's not like Gilligan's Island kind of a thing. They actually walk you through and tell you about everything.
And then you go home afterwards.
Right. You go home. But these people live it. This was their job and their life, and they were consumed by this place. They absolutely loved it, and not because of any religious thing, because they loved the art, they loved the history.
Right. That's like when I went to York in England, and I think the cathedral in the town center of York is easily 600, 700, 800 years old. It's mind-blowing. It is mind-blowing. I'd never seen anything like it in my life.
So we got
the architecture, the carving.
Oh, you lived there. You lived in England.
All of it, everything.
Paris, Jesus Christ, it's the whole of the country.
Well, that's the same fucking area. I don't get it. I like America. I'm
totally
gonna stay here. So.
But we don't have historical things like that in the U.S. that go back that far.
Yes, we do.
Well, not anything that's been constructed for 900 plus years.
I disagree.
1,000 years.
I disagree.
1,000 year stuff.
Why do you disagree? I'm just telling you.
Well, that's because when we came here as English people at one point in time, we destroyed anything that was here by the Indians and all the people that are here before.
I'm just saying you don't have gigantic ass like cathedrals and fucking, I mean, that kind of architecture and structure that's been held up for 1,000 years. You just don't have it.
Because this country isn't 1,000 years old, and the rich elite weren't here 1,000 years ago.
Taking into account the severity of the destruction of all that. It's devastating.
I'm sure it is to people that believe it. Hey, Buzzy, you there?
Tragic.
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up, Buzzy? Look, if Skype's working. We got the Skype going. Multiple people at one time. That's awesome. I love it. Oh, what do you want, Buzzy?
Cameras.
May God have mercy on all you spawns from hell.
That's what I figured you were going to say. I wasn't expecting anything other than that.
Seriously, about this
I'm not a
cathedral
spawn from
deal.
hell.
Well, you are a spawn from your father.
No, not,
so I mean,
not
it might be hell.
No, I'm sorry. Lexi is not a spawn from hell. I love Lexi.
Right.
No homo.
No, she's a spawn from Salty.
She's my internet girlfriend.
She's
my internet girlfriend.
Fuck you, Buzzy.
Yeah, you're going to hell, Salty. But anyway, about this cathedral deal, I thought it was funny the other day. I went over to my mom's, visit her for a little bit, and she was telling me she lives like in an old folks community deal. They was all devastated by this thing burning down. My mom says, I don't really care. She was saying maybe it's because God was punishing the Pope for
being a douchebag.
The Catholic religion did.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
You know what? If there is really a God, I would believe that. I would absolutely believe that more than anything else. In all the conversation of this, if there is a God and he actually smites those that need to be smited, maybe he was smiting the Notre Dame.
That's what my mother was basically
smite
saying.
the evil ones.
You know,
I'd buy it a little more if it was like more than one up in flames at once. All right.
Well, you know what? A lot of churches burned in Atlanta or Georgia or Arkansas or something like that a couple weeks ago. God is smiting the religion because it's time that you evildoers realize you can't stick your penis in children's asses anymore.
Oh my God. Not every single Christian is a pedo, okay?
I said Catholic, not
right,
Christian.
Buzzy? Right.
No,
you're asking
Christians are not
Buzzy.
pedos, not all of them.
No, not all of them. Just some of them, like half.
Oh, yeah,
Just a few of them, not many.
Catholics. Just the Catholics.
Just the
Buzzy's got
Catholics.
his he's got his little stitch beanie thing that he wears over top of his head now. Not the little one, but the big one.
Aw.
Oh, Buzzy.
I got what?
A beanie on your penis? What?
No, that he wears on top of his head now.
Oh, well, you didn't specify what head, Mark.
Not the little yarmulke one, but the bigger one that stretches over down and just above your eyebrows.
We call those condoms.
What are you talking about? Maybe there's something I didn't see posted lately or something. I don't know.
I've heard you were a Muslim.
A Muslim? Oh, Moose Lodge. Are you on the Moose Lodge?
Moose Lodge. I don't even know what a Moose Lodge is. I know you talked about it one day on the show, but whatever.
Muslim.
No.
The fuck's a
The only
Muslim?
religion
I don't know.
Am I supposed to know what that is?
Ask your father.
Muslim.
I don't know. Oh, Muslim.
Muslim.
Oh, you know what's funny? Getting back to this whole.
Whoa! Wait,
is that a thing?
What, Muslim? Yeah, there are Muslims in the country.
Don't you call me a Muslim? What I do to you?
You're a liberal. What's the next best
A
thing?
liberal Muslim.
Oh, don't even go.
Is he AOC in disguise?
By the way, Buzzy, you're a terrible person for stopping and peeing in their parking lots. That's just weird and wrong.
Hey, that's what them parking lots are for.
What if some little Muslim kid saw you doing that and called the cops, and then you'd be the weird Christian pedo?
He's got a small penis, though, so don't worry.
You're making a bad name for your Christian fellow.
I'm not a Christian. How many times I got to tell y'all?
Yes, he is.
I believe in God. I'm not a Christian. I don't follow the Christian religion. I really don't.
He's a Jew.
I'm going to hell with the rest of you.
He's going to hell with the rest of us guys. You know, it's you know what the biggest thing with a religion conversation is with me, and here it is.
Just because
pedos.
Well, I mean, I like to throw that out. Yeah, I'm not one, but I like to throw out that they are. But here's the thing: you do your thing, I'll do my thing. Leave me alone. Don't force it on me. Don't put it into my life. Don't put it in my school.
Song.
No shit. That's like my
well,
biggest
exactly.
karaoke song that I do.
I believe, Sean.
Well, that's the exact thing. Do your thing. Leave me alone. Don't fucking bother me.
Just because you believe in God don't mean you're a Christian. Because whether y'all know it or not, I know Salty does, but Muslims and the Christian religion, so to say, believe in the same God.
Well, I mean, once we get into the
what
God...
is your deal with Muslims, Buzzy?
He hates Muslims.
What is
Buzzy,
it, though?
Buzzy
is that
hates
like
Muslims.
legit, or are you doing? Is that like a front?
It's an evil religion. They cannot be trusted.
Buzzy, you could spin that around to the Catholic religion in about 30 seconds. It's an evil religion that can't be trusted.
Exactly.
They rape children. They like goats. They want women to be shoved in fucking barns.
You know I don't like Catholics either.
Oh my God! What happened in
I'm
this
dead serious.
conversation?
No, seriously, honey. If you read the Bible, a woman during her dirty time,
Yes,
should be
I
put
had
away for
history
7
class
days.
Also, and I've been on the internet once or twice.
All
I'm
right.
aware. Yes, thank you.
I don't follow the Bible.
Evil can be found in
I
every single
I
spot
believe in God,
in the
but
world.
that does not mean
Buzzy,
you're
it's
a
not
Christian just because you believe in
specifically
God.
one religion or one race.
But he hates
Sean,
Muslims because they
Buzzy.
did 9/11, but he doesn't believe 9/11 happened the way it says. So, I mean, Buzzy's just very confused, I think, is what happens in the long run.
I'm not confused. I'm not confused at all.
Son, you are.
The Muslims want to have a one world religion. Everybody must.
Right, the Catholics and the Christians
they
don't.
Will, no, let me finish. Nothing like the Muslims.
There was nothing like the Crusades. The Crusades never happened.
Cut your fucking head off. I'm not going to cut your fucking head off because you won't become a Christian.
Right.
Like a Muslim will.
Right. The Crusades never happened, Buzzy. There wasn't a group of of Catholic Catholic knights that traveled across the nation of Europe there at the time and cut the heads off of people that didn't believe in Catholicism. Come on!
Why are you guys arguing so loud?
That was past
My
history.
Okay, well, this will be past history one day too.
Religion evolved.
my God, deep breath.
And the Muslim religion, well, some of them has. But
okay,
they can't be trusted. They still wanting to cut your fucking head off, blow you up, just because you don't believe the way they believe.
Go ahead, Mark. I hear you giggling. Go ahead.
How many Christians? How
does anyone get a word in it?
How many Christians? How many Christians are out wanting to kill all Muslims?
Well, would you like to kill it? Would you like to kill
States of America?
Would you like to kill a Muslim, Buzzy?
Everyone
Answer
on
my
Fox
question.
News.
Would you like to kill a Muslim, Buzzy, if you had the chance?
I would kill a radical Muslim.
Okay, that's all I need to
All
hear.
of Fox
There you
News
go.
in
That's all we
the entire
needed.
Midwest. For 500, please, Alex.
Caveat.
Go ahead, Mark. I know you were trying to chime in there. Go ahead.
I'm over here just giggling. I've been looking for the appropriate of the appropriate thing to play here. I think I've got it.
All Muslims don't want to kill us.
Oh my God!
I know that.
Not
all Catholics don't want to rape children's asses.
But they
So what's your point?
But they can't be trusted because they don't know nothing about it. That's just like the Christians. If you want to add Catholics to the Christian religion, they can't be trusted because they won't do nothing about raping the boys.
There you go. See,
That's
Buzzy?
why I don't follow a certain religion. I believe in God.
You're smarter than we all want to give you credit for, Buzzy.
God.
Well, actually, I am, but whatever. But I am on the radio. I'm completely different in real life.
Oh, I know that, buddy. I know that. Come on.
Yeah, kiss my ass, you homo.
I love you too,
You know, you can't start being nice to me because I'm going to turn around on you.
Okay.
Oh, just don't drop the soap.
Yeah, because then you don't want to turn around on me.
Oh my God.
When time comes, Buzzy, you never know what's going to happen.
Well, just because I got man tits don't mean I want to have sex with you, son.
Hey, Buzzy, just call them mitts. That's short for man tits, by the way.
Mitts, is that what we're calling them now? It's
how about man boobs? How's that?
It's the IPA invasion because I've got man boobs too. I got the IPA is giving me man boobs. If you're on Twitch, you saw my boobs. Sorry, Twitch. Boobs. Don't kick me off for showing my titties. Moobs.
Yeah.
Moobs.
Yeah, you are gaining a little bit of weight. So
Oh yeah, I'm getting fat. I'm not as fat as your dumb ass though, so that's for sure.
Well,
y'all are so mean to each
sorry
other.
about your luck.
I love Buzzy. You know that, honey. I tell you that all the time.
I don't
Hey,
like
can
it.
I get?
Yeah.
Would you guys be willing to help me out for if I shifted the conversational topic just a little bit?
Sure, why not?
Yeah,
That would be nice.
Yeah, I'm tired of
actually.
religion.
I would appreciate that.
You would appreciate that.
Let's get off the ass rapers.
Yeah, ass rapers be done. Things to kill ass rapers. What is the best, in your opinion, personal defense ammunition for a handgun?
I mean,
The best in ammunition.
it depends on what you're.
the type of ammunition. And you know, you could be looking at 9mm, you could be looking at 40 cal, you know, whatever the hell it is, even a 22. But what type of ammunition would you put in that weapon for personal defense?
We just saw a college kid
Hollow points all day long.
We just saw a college kid killed with a break barrel, which you have, pellet gun, which people don't realize that's a 22 caliber.
No, the one that I've got is actually stronger than a 22 caliber.
Right, it's like 1,700 feet per second.
And well, probably about 1,900 with the rounds that I put in.
There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's well above a 22 round.
Oh yeah,
projectile.
by far.
So
By far.
people don't realize that. So it doesn't really matter on the weapon you're handling. It matters more on your ability handling it. I carry a 380.
380.
I do have a 9mm in the house.
38 also.
No,
Yeah, I got one of those too.
380, Buzzy. 380 is what I carry.
I got one of those too. I got one of those.
I have a 9mm in the house.
I got one of those.
So I mean that's kind of the balance I carry because when you deal with a 380 for carry purpose, it's a lot easier to have on your body compared to a 9 or a 40, especially if you're a thinner guy like me.
Used to be.
Well, it used to be. Yeah.
Thanks, honey.
Well, you had to buy pants that were like 4 inches bigger so you could carry.
Well, when you start carrying, you have to go 2 sizes up from your normal waistband.
You had to get all new shorts and pants
in order to accommodate your weapon.
Lexi told me you're wearing 44 pants now.
No, I'm only to 36. Thank you. Just a 36.
Salty was asking. He don't care. I know Salty.
You might be at a 44.
I know you. Salty, I know you just got a 9mm.
Yes, I did.
You just go buy the cheap old 9mm bullets for a target practice. But go get you some.
Like a federal.
Yeah.
I want to go down to Tucker's grade.
Okay.
Do target practice
get you
with Dad.
some I'm telling you, go get some hollow points, good ones for just to carry. You don't use them for target practice.
No, the hollow points are for carry. Actually, honestly, Buzzy, in all actuality, you want like 3. You want like 3 hollow points, and then like a target round, then like 3 hollow points in the target round, depending upon your magazine capacity.
That.
No,
you unload on some bad guy with all hollow points, he ain't getting up.
No, that's not necessarily true. I disagree with that. I mean, Mark's seen guys beat the fuck up and stabbed and running and chasing and
Well, they're probably on PCP or something then.
Well,
could I get
we are in Florida,
Buzzy,
round? So you gotta make sure you do it right.
Mark, what can you get? What?
The dragon rounds, the ones that catch fire when you.
Not in the state of Florida, you can't.
That is insane.
They're outlawed in the state of Florida.
God damn it! See, no, that would be great.
Yeah, the dragon rounds, shotgun rounds, handgun rounds of the dragon rounds are no good. But you can get the 9mm rounds that have the mini pellets instead of the slug. You can do those. Yeah. Those are legal.
That's what I would want to do if I had a carry.
A slug round or a shotgun style round.
Yeah.
This is what I was going to ask next because this little 9 here is ultimately is going to be Claudia's. I was going to ask if Alexia, are you looking at carrying? Are you looking to get your concealed? Are you looking at jumping on the bandwagon of being, your own personal protection device?
I'm not.
Every woman should.
I'm not. And honestly, I've talked about this before. I'm so afraid that if I were to carry a weapon, that I would hesitate and I'd end up getting myself shot by somebody else before I could pull the trigger because I'm afraid it'll go through my mind like maybe this person's desperate. You see people that get murdered that are burglarizing all the time. I mean,
hold on, Buzzy.
No, I mean, I want like right now I have mace, but I would like to have a taser, and maybe down the road I would do some sort of a weapon, a gun of some kind, but I would want something more that would stun a person.
She's not ready to kill somebody.
I'm not ready to kill somebody, basically. And if I'm not ready to kill somebody, then I shouldn't be carrying a gun.
Exactly. And I agree with that. I mean, usually, Buzzy, honestly, her travel to work and back is not my concern. Anytime I would concern with her safety, normally, for the most part.
When I was working in Sarasota.
Well, but I mean, normally nowadays, when I concern with your safety, you're with me anyway. So, I mean, and you know where the guns are in the house. I have them stashed throughout the house.
If somebody comes in the house, I'm going to shoot a motherfucker. I've got a shotgun next to the bed, and I've got another gun stashed in the middle of the house.
And you got some crazy bastard? What about if you go to the mall or grocery store?
I'm just afraid that I would be caught off guard and I'd be too slow or fumbly and I'd just end up getting my ass shot. Or
that's what training.
Whatever.
That's what training's for, honey.
I don't know.
You have to try. Why do you think?
I'm too much in my head about it.
She thinks I'm weird. Listen, I'll stand in the bedroom and I will have my,
It is weird.
my holster on. I'll have my holster on. and I will practice drawing.
Right.
It won't be loaded, but I will practice drawing
Nothing wrong with that.
to ensure that when I really need to do it, I know where the safety is. I'm sure that it works. I know what to do. Mikey and I have done it. I've stood there. I've taken my gun. I've unloaded it. I've held it in my hand, and I've trained Mikey how to take a gun from somebody if they point a gun in his face. The ways to approach, depending upon hand size, direction, left-handed, right-handed. We've looked at that. How do you approach that? Do you go left or right? Depending upon the direction the gun is facing you. That's things you have to think about. Because if somebody puts a gun in your face, you can't just grab that gun and stop it. You have to make sure that you move that weapon in the proper direction, that they can't pull the trigger in your face. There's a lot of things you have to think about. And you can't do those things until you've thought about it, trained on it, and looked at it.
I carry my 38 in my front pocket. So
Worst
if
place.
they want my money, I reach in my pocket and I blast them.
Yeah, I get that point, and that makes sense. But now you're standing, or better yet, you're sitting in your truck, and some guy impersonating as a cop. All right, I'm just making a story up here, but I'm trying to give you a scenario. Some guy impersonating a cop comes up, pulls you over on your truck. You decide to pull over. He steps up on the railing of your truck there, and he says a bunch of shit, and then he puts a gun in your face. Now, you can't pull that gun out of your pocket, Buzzy. Your fat ass cannot pull that gun out of your pocket.
Listen here, soon to be fat ass. When I'm sitting in my truck,
future fat asses
my
of
gun
America. Listen.
Welcome to the FFA.
When I'm sitting in my truck, my gun is not in my pocket. I don't even carry a wallet. I don't. I've got one, but I don't carry it. My gun is up. Well, I ain't gonna tell you where it's at. A lot of people, but it's very reachable where you can't see. I'm reaching for my gun.
Okay. Well,
first you got to try to tell the guy. First, you got to tell the guy, if you got the gun in your face, you got to say, hey, just calm down, buddy. Calm down. My wallet's right up here, and let me get it for you. Just point that gun in the other direction. I'll give you all my money. I got $500 right here. You pull the gun out and blast him.
And most criminals are stupid enough to believe anything Buzzy says. So, I mean,
that's a good point.
Oh,
yeah. So Lexi's she's not a big fan of small handguns.
No, she is. I'm not speaking
I don't
for you.
mind it. I just don't think it would be smart for me to carry one.
She
I
just
think
doesn't
I
think
would
it's safe.
end up getting shot.
How about this? Because it's out there. It's called the Judge, or the Confederate Judge. It's a 410. It carries 5 rounds.
Oh,
it's a revolver
with a shotgun
It's
round.
a handgun, but it's got a long barrel like a shotgun.
Ooh.
Well, where's she supposed to stick that though? That's the
You
problem.
can get a short nose barrel on those too.
Can you? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you can.
See, I prefer the long barrel on those.
See, what I would put in her hands, the one thing I would think would be the best thing for her to have, in my personal opinion, would be something similar to what you're speaking, Mark, but more of the like a kind of a double barrel 410 handgun type thing, where there's 2 shots. Once those 2 shots are done, they can't turn it on her. So if she messes up and doesn't hit correctly, at least they can't turn it around on her then. You know what I mean?
That's a good
A
point.
judge or a governor would be perfect.
Well, the judge
That way
is
you can put
the judge is coming
You can put
410s.
a 410 shell in there.
Yeah, but they only come with a 2-shot on the judge, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Is it a
They're
4?
Judge, no, Judge. It's either a 5 or a 6
It's
shot.
a revolver. It's either 5 or 6. It's a revolver.
Okay.
Well, I could just put 2 bullets in it.
Google it.
Oh, yeah.
Up to, it's 6 round. You can get a 6 round, or you can get a 2 round moon clip.
That's the one I might be thinking of then, maybe.
Yeah.
Because that would be good for
You
her,
want
because
more
then
than
she's
2
got
rounds.
2
Get a
shots.
6-round, put
rounds.
2 bullets in it, and be like, "We're gonna play Russian roulette, motherfucker."
Click.
Nope,
what's
not that
next?
one. Let's try the
Hey,
next one.
the cops realized that
Load
didn't
on
work
that
out very
son
well
of a
for
bitch.
them, did they?
Every other every other chamber, you put a bullet, then you put a 410, then you put a bullet, then you put a 410.
Well, that's what I was saying, Mark. That's what I was saying about how I load my gun. I have two hollow points followed by a target round, followed by 2 hollow points, followed by a target round. That way,
no.
You know, you get some penetration if need
What's happening?
It's just how you do it.
Not having
Thing
a
is, with a hollow point,
conversation here.
once it hits you, it makes a big hole.
Buzzy, the whole point, no, that's not the point of a hollow point. The point of a hollow point bullet is to stop the bullet from going beyond the target that you're shooting at. That's the whole point of a hollow point.
Holes in things.
Right, it's a stop when it hits it. That's the whole point.
Yeah. And it spreads out.
Say again?
I understand that.
Okay, well, that's the point of it. It's not to go, you know, that's why you put the 2-3 hollow points, and then you have a target round in case you got another guy behind them.
I know what you're saying. I'm going with my hollow points all the way around.
Well, that's fine.
Hollow points can technically be more lethal because once they do enter the body, they can migrate around and fuck more shit up.
The most lethal, lethal round that can be fired is out of an M16, believe it or not.
You shouldn't do Scotch and shows at the same time.
I'm doing pretty good tonight, actually. I'm pretty happy with my ability tonight. My words are fucked up anyway, so that's not even an issue.
I'm just going to wait till I hit that big old jackpot lottery. I'm going to go buy me a tank. Fuck them all.
Buzzy with a tank. No, but like an M16, you know, military, old school as I know it, that round, and you know it, Buzzy, that round tumbles. So when that round hits a body, it doesn't exit straight out. It exits, you know, out the foot. It hits you in the chest and goes out your foot. Worse, you know.
Ball ammo. It's elongated, and once it strikes, it rolls.
Right, exactly. Well, it spins coming out of the barrel. It's literally end over end.
It's rifled, but it's elongated, so once it strikes...
Well, if you want to stop
It's
somebody,
like that
just
shit
go
that
buy
killed
a
Kennedy.
50 caliber Desert Eagle.
Kennedy round.
The mythical Kennedy round.
And as our buddy Sick Pirate said here, it's not the round of ammo, it's how well you shoot it, which is really what it comes down to.
Which is true.
Ian and Dan.
My little 38 has got a laser
I'm not
on.
wrong.
Back and to the left.
It went back and to the left.
Back and to the left.
I'm just
I tell
saying.
you. All right, guys, I got to take a break. I got to put
break.
a warm compress on my asshole because it's kind of burning right now. And I need something to drink. It's a long story. I had diarrhea and it was painful. That was the short end of the story.
Wow.
I'm really sorry I called now. I mean, goddamn.
You're welcome to hang on, Salty, if you want to, but let's take a little break here.
Yeah,
All
break. I got to
right,
restock
see
my
me
fridge
later.
anyway.
May God,
All right, restock your
may God have
fridge.
mercy on your soul. See me later.
All right, Buzzy, we love you. Always do. Salty, restock your fridge. We'll keep We'll keep you on the line there. You guys are listening to First Shift. What?
Joe said hollow points hit bone and shatter.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
I don't see that.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
It broke.
It's broken now.
I shot myself in the toe that one time.
Fuck. That shattered on my bone.
My toes.
It's in the bone! It's in the bone!
It's all in there now.
I'm Sean Raz, and I screw words up. Stay tuned. The First 52 will be right back.
Be right back.
Meow, 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 meow. Little bag of bones been out all night. Little bag of bones been out all night. Can you hear 'em scratching at the screen door? Can you hear 'em scratching at the screen door? Little bag of bones been out all night. He needs some petting and loving on his head. He needs some petting and loving on his rain-soaked hide. He's circling around my ankle
kitty, won't you come inside?
Kitty, I'm a foot and I wanna touch it. Kitty, I'm a foot and I wanna touch it. Kitty, I'm a foot and I wanna touch it. Kitty, I'm a foot and I wanna touch it. Kitty, I'm a foot and I wanna touch it. Kitty, I'm a foot and I wanna touch it. Kitty, I'm a foot and I wanna touch it. Kitty, I'm a foot and I want to touch it.
Meow, 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 meow. Pussy purring and looking so satisfied. A pussy purring and looking so satisfied. I'm lost in his little yellow round eye. Lost in his little yellow round eye. Pussy purring and looking so satisfied. A kitty rap and scratch me through my jeans. Kitty rap and scratch me through my jeans. Fuck you, kitty, yo, gonna spend the night. Fuck you, kitty, yo, gonna spend the night. Fuck you, kitty, yo, gonna spend the night outside.
Kitty, I'm a foot and I wanna touch it. Kitty, I'm a foot and I wanna touch it. Kitty, I'm a foot and I wanna touch it. Kitty, I'm a foot and I wanna touch it. Kitty, I'm a foot and I wanna touch it. Kitty, I'm a foot and I wanna touch it. Kitty, I'm a foot and I wanna touch it. Kitty, I'm a foot and I want to touch it. Touch it. I wanna touch it. I wanna touch it. I wanna touch it. Wanna touch it. Wanna touch it. I wanna touch it. Kitty, 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 touch it. Kitty, 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 touch it. Kitty, 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 touch it. Kitty, I'm a foot and I want to touch it.
You're listening to the First 52 RazRadioLive.com.
It's actually the very definition of terrorism. They're trying to kill people for a political agenda.
It's just, you know, a nicety.
So, yeah, just keep in mind, guys, that the news agencies are not there to tell you the truth. They're there to tell you what they're told to tell you.
You're still stuck to the American dollar, and you're still stuck to American laws.
I still want to have the freedom to go where I want to go if I need to go. I think that's the most important thing in my mind, at least. And this goes along.
If this is going to be another cum trail, this is going to be another cum trail.
I've got lesbians and he's got cum trails.
Okay, why don't you just move along?
Animals get in the way when you're doing a radio
What
show.
I think is they're going to have to redirect the Americans' mindset.
That would have been even more fun.
Yeah, that would have been a lot of fun. I want you all to keep your eyes open and your ears open on what's going on.
It's the First 52 RazRadioLive.com.
Why can't we unite like a family? All of us and then fighting this kill enemy. All I ever pray for is a little peace. I view the world like it's supposed to be. Like it's supposed to be. I view the world like it's supposed to be. Yeah. I view the world like it used to be, like it used to be.
I got a question. Why we so infected with hatred? We all share the same complexion, the same father though. The stress is so unstoppable, it seems like a rainy day with no one else to snuggle up to. But in the end, we like to split to get through the day. We on the news constantly, killing each other, mothers and brothers. Then we blame it on the man, say you gotta do it all for the struggles. I'm asking the G for a better day, to fill the world with peace, no pain for days. Shout out to all the lights still shining, cause the weight of the world can pull the wool over your eyes. Let's ride.
Unite like a family. All of us and then fighting this kill enemy. All I ever pray for is a little peace. I view the world like it's supposed to be. Supposed to be, supposed to be. I view the world like it's supposed to be. Supposed to be. I view the world like it used to be. Like it used to be.
We gotta come One blood, one love, one heart. Teach the kids life, not the street smarts. Claim the music back, it used to be art. Or better yet, food. Feed the soul, that's soul food. Two-step and just groove. It's how to win, not to lose. Let's cruise.
Independent surveys show that Salty Talk is cheaper and easier to listen to than most other streaming radio shows. For example, if pbs.org is and houselive.gov is, Salty Talk is, or something like that, anyways.
Based on randomly made up survey information and data extrapolation out of thin air.
Salty Talk. Add a little salt to your...
Question all this stupid hat shit when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was a Catholic. At least until I reached the age of reason, okay? So, I was a Catholic for about 2.5 years, something like that. And during that time, one of the things they told us was that if a boy or a man went into a church, he had to remove his hat in order to honor the presence of God. But they had already told me that God was everywhere. So I used to wonder, well, if God is everywhere, why would you even own a hat? Why not show your respect? Don't even buy a fucking hat. And just to confuse things further, they told the women exactly the opposite. Catholic women and girls had to cover their heads when they went into church. Same as in certain temples, Jewish men have to cover their heads in those temples. In those same temples, Jewish women not allowed to cover their heads. So try to figure this shit out. Catholic men and Jewish women, no hats. Catholic women and Jewish men, hats. Somebody's got the whole thing totally fucking backwards, don't you think? And what is this religious fascination with headgear? Every religion's got a different fucking hat. Did you ever notice that? The Hindus have a turban, the Sikhs have a tall white turban, Jews have a yarmulke, the Muslims have the keffiyeh, the bishop has a pointy hat on one day and a round hat on another day, Cardinal has a red hat, Pope has a... Everybody's got a fucking hat. One group takes them off, the other group puts them on. Personally, I would never want to be a member of any group where you either have to wear a hat or you can't wear a hat. I think... I think all religions should have one rule and one rule only: hats optional. That's all you need to run a really good religion. Here's another one of these civic customs: swearing on the Bible. You understand that shit? They tell you to raise your right hand, place your left hand on the Bible. Does this stuff really matter? Which hand? Does God really give a fuck about details like this? Suppose you put your right hand in the Bible, you raise your left hand. Would that count? Or would God say, sorry, wrong hand, try again? And why does one hand have to be raised? What is the magic in this gesture? This seems like some sort of a primitive voodoo mojo shtick. Why not put your left hand on the Bible, let your right hand hang down by your side? It's more natural. Or put it in your pocket. Remember what your mother used to say? Don't put your hands in your pockets. Does she know something we don't know?
Your penis
is
this
there.
hand
shit really important? Well, let's get back to the Bible, America's favorite national theatrical prop. Suppose the Bible they hand you to swear on is upside down, or backward, or both, and you swear to tell the truth on an upside down, backward Bible. Would that count? Suppose the Bible I hand you is an old Bible and half the pages are missing. Suppose all they have is a Chinese Bible in an American court. Or a Braille Bible and you're not blind. Suppose they hand you an upside-down, backward Chinese Braille Bible with half the pages missing.
What do you do then?
At what point does all of this stuff just break down and become just a lot of stupid shit that somebody made up? They fucking made it up, folks. It's make-believe. It's make-believe. Now, all right.
I like.
Here's that. Why is that not playing? I don't understand that. Hello?
Monitor.
Oh, that's why.
What are you doing?
I got it. Do you remember? I knew I'd figure it out eventually. I've only done this for a while. Welcome back to First 52, guys.
New kids on the block had a bunch of hits.
Chinese girls makes me sick. Oh, Chinese girls or not Chinese food? I'm sorry. Welcome back to First 50, RazRadioLive.com. Salty Talk Radio, Twitch TV /Sean Raz. Salty Talk is still here with us. You're there, right, Salty?
Maybe.
Nope.
He's considering not.
You don't like this song? Come on. How can you not like this song?
Twisted Tea.
Twisted Tea.
Twisted Tea.
I gotta turn the right things up next time. I'm gonna remember that.
Okay. Well, make sure you do that.
Only been 6 years, 7 years. I still can't figure it out. But you know why? It's okay.
Dave was trying to call you too. He's going to be really pissed off that you missed his call.
Oh, Four-Toed. I've talked to him twice already today, believe it or not. He's in Guatemala, and I've talked to him twice.
He's going to be like, 6 fucking years! Fuck New York! Was fucking to answer my call! That's Dave.
Well, he was at the bar for a while today. Just for the record. Salty, what's up?
I just said for the summer.
For the summer. Yeah, Four-Toed is back
Were
in
you
Guatemala.
not listening to the music? I was.
Rockstud boogie. Used to hate school, so I had to play hooky. Always been hip to the beat.
Sorry. You gotta love that song. I like that song. I don't know why. I guess because I was a young kid when it came out. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm stupid.
You were like 40 years old when that song came out.
I'm not 40 years old now.
I was in high school, so you weren't some young kid. You were an adult.
I was not. What
You
year
wanted
did that
to
song
be some young
What
kid.
year did that song come out? All right, you're all going to piss me off now. What year did that song come out? I got to figure that out. Because now I'm frustrated about the song.
It came out in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Late 90s, I was...
Released 2010.
2010? No, it was not released 2010. Summer Girl was released 2010.
No.
For the summer.
No, that's not the song we were listening to.
That was the song you were playing.
No, we were playing
For the summer.
LFO Summer Girls.
Oh, my bag.
LFO Summer
My bag.
Girls. This one here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like wearing Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Oh,
when Abercrombie and Finch was 98, 99.
Buzzy doesn't like this song.
I don't care
I
what Buzzy
agree.
likes. I like this song.
Dude,
corny.
this is
I got a lot of women then.
You might as well just go full on Purple Rain. This is 1999.
Oh, you better not talk bad about Purple Rain.
Ooh, see, I told you. Late 90s.
I'm not talking bad about Purple Rain. I'm just saying this was 1999.
Yep.
My daughter was still a Ute. You old bastard.
I was 14.
I was waiting for that. Yeah, I was managing a restaurant.
Yeah.
10-year difference is really weird.
Yeah.
When your father-in-law is only 7 years older
Let's
than you.
not talk about it in length. Okay.
I'm going to sit here quietly for a little while.
It's gross. Don't do that.
That's the best way to shut your
Don't
father-in-law down. Is just tell him
carry
how
on.
close your age is.
Do
And
not
he goes,
carry on
"Ugh."
with this whole conversation. Thanks. Thank you.
Your mother, your grandmother called me a dirty old man when we first started meeting.
My grandmother is a very wise woman.
Yeah, she
Okay.
probably was right.
I have a small concealable weapon now.
And a temper.
So do I.
And
And
also
a
fuck
temper.
off.
Although your temper's a lot
I'm
worse
having
than
the
mine
sign
is.
made.
I have a gun. Fuck off. Is that what the sign's going to say?
Have a concealed weapon, a temper, and fuck off.
That's my next shirt. That, you know what, Mark? That's the next shirt.
A magnetic sticker from the truck.
A bumper sticker and a T-shirt.
Yeah,
I've got it. What was it? Say it again, honey. Because I got to write it down. I got to write this down because I'm serious. I'm making a T-shirt of this one. What was it?
I have a concealed weapon and a temper and fuck off.
Right. Yeah. That's the fuck will be the asterisk
F-O.
shit. Yeah. We have to make it acceptable for people.
Sully
to
my.
I'm not gonna silly. I'm gonna make it profitable.
Sully.
It's profitable. Sully, silly, same difference.
I need you to know more words.
Was that flying an airplane? I don't know. Sully flew an airplane. That's what I know.
Oh my god.
Flopped over. I don't know. Yeah.
This is why I don't have a gun, you guys.
Seriously, write that down.
Because
you
of
shoot
her
people.
husband. Because she'd shoot her husband.
No, what? I got one of those. Look at it. I showed Lexi. Did you see this?
I know, it's so cute.
This is a smiley face. I got a smiley face.
It's great.
It's an angry smiley face.
It's the laughing bell.
It's like
Yeah, see that?
We all have bells. Like Dave brought over these bells, and he was like,
Lexi
"Now
has a
you
bell,
each
too.
have one." And I was like, "I'm never gonna use it."
Do you have one of these?
No. Is that a fart
No, it's-
sound machine?
No, it's a megaphone.
It's not a megaphone. It's too little.
It's a megaphone.
Ah, I don't.
Can I say something?
Yeah, Sean had one. I had to take it away from him.
Something to say to you.
My.
Can I say something?
Sean's not allowed to have one of those.
I have one like a Burger King one, same type of thing, but it's more of like
He's super obnoxious.
a vibrating.
As soon as it's in his hand, it's ridiculous.
And all I do is the Ross Perot. Can I say something? And I'll like sit in the garage yelling.
See what you did now, just now.
Yippee yo.
Do you have one of these? The flying pig.
No, I don't have flying pigs.
Yes.
I don't have a
Flying
flying
Oh my
pig.
God!
Yeah.
Why does it have like a?
It's got a mask.
Why is it
on
scary?
Because it flies, and it's like
It
the
has
old
a
school.
gimp mask on, and I.
Why does your pig have a gimp mask on, Salty? I really have to have concern with your gimp mask.
Hey, baby.
pig.
Hey, baby.
So weird. That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I want one.
Thanks, honey. You want a gimp pig too?
This is why we always kick the pig on just before the show.
Buzzy, your sticker's coming. Honey, would you send a sticker to Buzzy, please?
Yeah, I need his address.
I have it. I'll give it to you.
Do you want me to send you some music too, Buzzy? I still have a couple unopened discs of Rebel Inc. They're a great band.
Here, listen. Hey, Buzzy, if you're watching Twitch, here's your sticker. All right, here's your sticker. I'm giving it to Lexi. She's going to mail it out to you. It's handed to Lexi. She has it.
I won't forget.
Sure. And it's boobed coated to make
Yeah.
you feel better.
What?
Yeah, I'm just sticking in there so I don't forget.
I forgot your dad was online.
How could you forget that? He's right there.
'Cause
Like in front of your face.
I like to do that sometimes. It's more fun that way.
I'm looking at the top 10 songs from 2018. And I want to puke.
2018? Yeah,
Yeah.
I could imagine. Well, let me look here.
Okay, if any of them are Ariana Grande, you just shut up. Because she's amazing.
I'm on you.
Ariana
Where are
Grande-
you at?
Number 9, No Tears Left to Cry.
She has an amazing voice. I'm telling you right now, it's incredible.
Well, you know what? I'll give a little credence to Shallow. For whatever
I'll
reason.
give a little credence to like all her shit. She can sing literally anything.
Oh, Lady Gaga? Oh, I love her.
All right,
Don't
so
get-
I-
Lady
don't get-
Gaga too.
Salty, I just did a top 10 songs for 2018 mix search on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
No, don't play yet. I didn't want you to play. No, that's Salty. Turn this down. What is this?
My problem is number 3 on the list, by the way.
What is it?
Well, Lady Gaga sucks, first of all.
Cardi
No.
fuck B.
Sean hates Cardi B with a passion.
Yeah, I hate her.
I would rather kill myself than listen to anything she's even utters.
Here's what I'm seeing right now, right?
Even from her utters. I mean, when I talk about her utters, tits and all, no. she's gross.
Okay, but promise me after the show that you will go watch the music video Money, because it's kind of addictive and catchy, and I do kind of like it.
So Mark, I did a YouTube. Again, I'm on YouTube. I don't know where you're at. I'm on YouTube. I did a search, top 10 songs of 2018.
Look at you rolling your eyes.
Lady Gaga, A Star Is Born is the first one.
I'm on
Shallow.
Big.
Shallow, is that the... Yeah.
No, see, I like Shallow. Shallow, you know what? Shallow evokes a little bit of emotion.
Well, that's the first one they're showing.
You know what's funny is when it first came out, I was like, oh my damn, this song is ear-wrecking,
so this song
horrible.
here.
I can't stand it. But it grew on me.
This song here.
Like, I don't mind it
Yeah,
now.
that's
It's
the-
still not my
that's the
favorite. Everyone knows this song. It was replayed
I had to
a fuck
listen to
ton of times.
Listen, I had to hear it for a moment. This is a good song. I'll give it that. And, of course, the ads kick in.
I'm
so.
pissed off about that song because that is my warm-up tune sitting in the fucking parlor playing the goddamn guitar. That little riff on the guitar.
Right.
I've been playing that since the fucking 80s.
Well, then you should sue that motherfucking bitch, all right? Sue that goddamn cunt. Just a fucking sue her, Salty.
Wow.
Do it now. Sue her.
I don't know about all that.
All right. Well, then.
Damn.
All right. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
I think Bradley had a hand in writing that song, and
So that's the first one, right? All right.
he
so
was learning to play. And
So that's the first one. So then the second one, which is actually the second one, it was actually a song I like, a song I very much
except
like.
for Cardi B, you don't like
Except for
Cardi B.
Cardi B. I love this song. This actually, and I've said this multiple times, honey. How many times have I said this about this song?
That Cardi B ruins it.
No, not even that. I think it's
She's total
I,
trash.
I think in the world we live in right now.
I don't mind her. I like that she's
I
like
think-
some slut, and she's just like, fuck you.
I think in the world,
I make money.
the world we live in right now, men want to get the attention of women. They are trying to not be disrespectful.
The world we've lived in always, people want attention.
No, it's way bad right now. All right, in my opinion, people are trying to.
It's a short old white guy.
Well, no, it's not the white guy thing. It's really
He's
not.
really like feels
it's
like
more the woman
white
thing.
man is going to be brought down somehow.
Well, it's not even that. I love this song. This song is great. And then you get to this point here.
Adam Levine
Where's
is
this
white, and he
douchebag bitch?
hosted Super Bowl last year.
Listen.
This year.
Think about.
and it sucked.
Listen, everybody knows this song. Mark, you know this song, right? You know.
Hated that. It was the worst.
Mark, you know this song, right?
I don't know.
This "Girls Like You" song. Talking about nice women and how they're
Nice, respectable, polite, upstanding women.
You're the girl that I want, and it's like kind of like fat girl, thin girl, whatever girl. You're
All the
acceptable
walks
as a
of
woman.
girls. Just not the
it's
sluts.
saying
Not
you're
the
acceptable.
skanks, though.
It's
not those ones.
Give me a sample. I don't know what you're talking
Well,
about.
the song in general talks about women being good.
Just play
and
the
then,
fucking song. You've got it pulled
let me
up.
frame this for you. I have heard just a couple of Cardi B songs, and every one of them sound like I just stepped in chicken shit in my backyard.
Oh,
All right, so
I'm
we're-
sending you a song to listen to after the show.
We're gonna go
Just
right-
Leave it
we're
there,
gonna go
and
from
then
this-
you have to tell me what you think of it after.
We're going to go from this point of this song, okay, which is before Cardi B steps in. So you're going to hear, it's like, I don't know, it's like 3 minutes we're going to listen to, give or take, right? So I want you to listen.
I'm looking at a picture of Cardi B right now.
That dirty
and she
slut.
looks like back in the day the television commercial that had the woman with the big fruit basket on top of her head.
Yeah, I do.
That's exactly what she looks like.
That
right
was
here.
the Chibana banana girl, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't know what the hell you call it, but that's what she looks like.
So listen to this, all right?
I just want to punch her in the face.
Now listen. I want you to hear the transition from this song that is very positive woman, in my opinion, that turns into this dirty slut whore that makes women look like trash. All right, so
dirty slut.
Listen, we're at 2:19 into a 4:30 song. All right, so just give it a minute. Let's listen.
So we're halfway committed.
We're halfway
is what
through the
you're
song,
saying.
right? Exactly.
Right.
Listen. Positive talk about girls.
You're like an old man.
Listen.
Maybe it's 6:45. Maybe I'm barely alive. Maybe you taking my shit for the last time. Yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
Maybe I know that I'm drunk. Maybe I know you drive. Oh, 'cause girls like you run around with guys like me till sundown when I come through.
Keep in mind what we're looking at here.
I know what it's called.
Here it comes.
Not too long ago, I was dancing for dollars. No, it's really real if I let you be my mama.
Slut comes in.
Like me, I'm too crazy. Where every other girl you meet is fugazi. I'm sure them other girls were nice enough, but you need someone to spice it up. So who you gonna call? Cardi? Come and rev it up like a Harley. Why is the best food always forbidden? I'm coming to you now doing 20 over the limit. The red light, stop. I don't play when it comes to my heart. Let's get it though. I don't really want a white horse in a carriage. I'm thinking more white horses and carriage. I know you right here 'cause every time you fall, I play with this kid like you play with your guitar.
See, you missed the whole point. The whole thing there was you play with this pussy like you play with a guitar. They completely everything she says degrades women. In my personal opinion, everything she says degrades women. Women want to stand up and be different, but then this is what they put as the forefront of what they believe in or what's driving their thought. How can you try to stand up and say, we want more respect, we want more understanding, we want to be respected more, and then you're going to have this woman that's talking about playing her pussy like a fucking guitar, and that's what you're looking up to? Really? Really?
Additionally, my problem with this is mumble rap versus lyrical rap.
Right. Well, I agree with that too, but you have to listen to the words that are being said at the same time.
The words are definitely conflicted as far as the feminist agenda that's been shoved down our throats in recent years.
There's been no pussy hats recently. I mean, come on. There's no pussy. You'd think with Trump there'd be all kinds of pussy hats.
Well, that or either that, we just walk. Go down to the Winn-Dixie and just walk up and down the aisle and just start grabbing.
Hey, you know, my favorite.
Go to. Hey, baby. How are you?
Favorite ad I've seen. My favorite ad I've seen so far, Salty, is the Joe Biden, Donald Trump 2020 apron. Have you seen that one yet?
I don't know that I've seen that.
I love Joe Biden and all the memes that come with it.
The Joe Biden Trump 2020 election apron is the best in the world because it has Donald Trump 2020 with the hands grabbing the pussy, and then it's got the Joe Biden 2020 with the hands grabbing the boob, and it's all split between one apron. I mean, come on. Where can you get better than that?
I did see that, and
I remember that now that you've
oh my
described
God!
it.
Yes, it is perfect. It is perfect.
I must say.
It's absolutely perfect. So let me sample you my list here.
Okay.
I'm not going to play much of it because now I'm looking at the number one on the list, and I'm suddenly going, God damn it, I like that song, and not because of who did it originally, but because of who spoofed it.
Okay.
Number 10, "Nice for What" by Drake. I don't know this song.
I don't know that song either.
God damn it!
You play it.
I'm sorry, I don't know it.
Give us a sample. Let's hear it. I don't mind.
I don't know who motherfucking representing it here tonight. Hold on.
I still don't know it.
I still don't know it either.
Yeah, that's Drake. "Nice for What."
Oh, I hate Drake anyway.
I'm gonna bump it up here about a minute and a half.
Why do you hate everyone so much?
Because I hate people that make money off of stupidity. That's why. Does that make sense?
I don't
make money off of intelligence. Don't make money off of stupidity.
I don't know.
Okay.
Number 9 on my list was "I Hate You" likes it right now, just for this reason.
I hate you too right now.
I love you, but I hate you.
Sorry.
Ariana Grande.
I like Ariana Grande.
Now night.
No
now
Tears
day.
Left to Cry.
I love her.
Is this a good song?
She's
I
so
don't know
fun.
Yeah, that's a good song. All right, I like Ariana Grande. That's a good song.
What is this one? I'm gonna crank it up.
Yeah, that's a good one. Picking it up.
Is that a good song?
my jam.
That's a good song. Yeah.
Okay.
Go check her out on her little Jimmy Fallon interview. She's fantastic.
Number 8 is Robin. A song called Honey. I don't know what the hell that is.
I don't either.
Number
You will when
7,
you hear it.
Travis Scott. Sicko Mode.
Oh,
that's a great song.
Mikey and I love
Honestly,
that.
that's a good song.
That's
yeah.
great
Is that
for
a good
his
song?
hip hop
it's a good
choreography.
song, yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch. I gotta sample it a little bit. 'Cause
Go
I don't
ahead.
know the
Yeah,
song.
go ahead.
Yeah, but it really kicks up like midway.
Yeah, it's a weird song.
Nice.
Yeah. Astro. Yeah.
Sun is down, freezing cold. That's how we already know when it's here. My dog will probably do it for Louis Bell. That's just all he know. He don't know nothing else. I tried to show him.
Yep.
Yep.
I tried to show him. Yep. Yep. Gone on you with the pick and roll. Younger flame here, sicko mode.
Whoa.
That's a good song, man. I'm telling you.
No, the video just jumped ship right there all of a sudden.
The song does too, but it's a really good like hip hop warm up for Mikey's classes because
That's cool.
it's dynamic a little bit. I mean, it's not like an amazing song. It's just a fun song.
Here's one for
Janelle Monáe. Are you guys familiar with her? I don't know who that
listen to
is.
any parody
Yeah,
songs.
we're gonna listen to parodies.
No, thank
We
you.
are. Don't
No,
worry. It's gonna
that's
come.
awful.
It's gonna
I
happen.
don't want to.
I don't care.
Ew.
Go ahead.
Janelle Monáe. He wants to listen to Janelle Monáe. It's gross.
No, do your thing. It's all right.
No, I'm not playing that. Number 5
Like, I'm not
is Lady
playing that.
Gaga and Bradley Cooper. I get it. It was a badass song.
Right. That was a chart topper.
That was a horrible song. Are you kidding me?
What?
Fucking that movie was horrible. That song was horrible.
Listen,
that whole situation was
I'm gonna
fucking
be,
horrible.
Listen, I like Bradley Cooper and I like Lady Gaga. I was excited about watching the movie. I made it halfway through. I already know the story. Obviously, it's a remake.
Mm-hmm.
I know what happens. I couldn't make it through it. I got bored and turned it off halfway and returned the
Really?
movie. Yeah. I was just like,
haven't
oh,
seen the movie yet.
God, kill me.
I haven't seen the movie yet.
Oh,
Yeah, but
to
here's
me,
the
it was
thing.
so
The-
fucking boring.
The song itself, I just liked the song. Well, and don't get me wrong, I didn't like the song to start with. I was like, no, I didn't.
Me neither.
I didn't want to like the song to start with, but
Me neither.
But it grew on me, and then the more I listened to it a few times, I was like, I guess I can do that. Yeah. And then it fucking put the claws in me.
Mm-hmm.
And then it became emotional. When you really listen to the whole ebb and flow from the beginning throughout the song, it's an emotional song.
It grabbed me over time because I'm learning to play guitar, and I was like, I think I could actually play this.
Oh, honey, if you want to learn that, I could teach you that. I could teach you that song in 10 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's a beautiful, simple riff. It is so nice. And I didn't want to like it because it's so right.
Yeah.
Honey.
Right.
I gotta play. I know
Pop
you-
culture, gross. Ugh.
Listen.
Gross.
Yep.
Listen, I know both of you guys aren't like big Bubba fans, but I gotta really play some of these as I'm scanning through here.
Okay, well, I'm going to take a break then.
No, you
I
have
have to go to the
listen.
restroom.
No, we're almost done.
Okay, bye.
I want you to hear it.
No, I probably already have.
No, you haven't.
Okay, I'll be right back.
You have to go to the bathroom.
Who's Childish Gambino, by the way?
You can start.
Childish Gambino.
I love Childish Gambino. Sean hates
What
Childish
the
Gambino.
fuck?
Well, we'll pull that up too. We'll play all this stuff. I mean, we can get into all
I'm
it.
not. You know, I'm not into parody songs, Sean.
I know, but you
I'm
might.
sorry.
You might actually enjoy this.
Okay.
You
Weird
might-
Al, maybe, but
you might
that's
actually
dead
enjoy
and
this.
gone.
This is
and
Manson.
old.
Trust
okay.
me. I'm gonna play this, and you're gonna like it.
I'm not.
Mark, listen and tell me what you think of this one here.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Oh, I gotta start. Hold on. Restart it here. Hold on. Ready? It's all about Fortnite. This is by Manson from Bubba Love Sponge, by the way. You know.
Repipe it.
Play Fortnite, you think you're hot. You better build some shit or you'll get shot. Fortnite, why are you so amazing? Real life is not as cool as pretend. Your girl can't please you like a Fortnite win. Fortnite, won't you please have my baby? You're on the couch and you're fucking slouching. I wanna play Fortnite all night. That's why I never get laid. I wanna play Fortnite all night. And then sleep all fucking day. Fortnite, you really drive me.
All right, so anyway, I wanted to share that. Lexi's back now.
Just curious, was I wrong?
It's interesting. I mean, it's different. It's parody song, right?
It's still running.
That's not what I was looking for, but I came across that one. I was like, oh, I got to play that one. I was really actually looking for something different that went with what we were talking about, but I came across that.
Gambino. Fine.
Yes.
Help me with Childish Gambino then. You guys apparently both know who this person is.
Well, Sean is not really good with recalling songs, but if he were to hear it, he would remember it. And the reason he doesn't like Childish Gambino is one of the first songs that they released. I think maybe he saw the music video, or maybe it was the vocals were a little too
this guy doing like this,
high pitched for him or something. But there's also some like really super gay references that come into their music videos that I think maybe put Sean off. I don't know.
Childish Gambino, is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
Well, they're saying gay right out of the gate.
I don't give a fuck about that. That doesn't bother me. I mean, I could give a fuck about that.
Right.
Am I in the right place here, honey?
I don't know.
No, I'm not. You're not my honey. I was talking to my wife, not you.
I don't.
All right, you know, I love you.
Sorry, honey.
You're my father-in-law, but I love you. But no, I was talking to my sweetheart here.
I think he already has the top 10 pulled up from 2018, though.
Well, I thought we were talking about Childish Gambino. I was trying to figure that one out.
We are.
Well, go ahead and play it then. I don't know. I'm confused.
Like Redbone's really good. I don't know what you're playing.
I was playing "This Is America" is the one that's
The
number
America
4.
Oh, okay.
All right, let me hear it.
Well, I don't get. I'm confused by it. To be honest with you. By the way, why is this guy not wearing a shirt?
Because shirts
are optional. I mean, we live in Florida. I mean, let's go.
He just shot a dude in the head.
Oh.
Well, I didn't see that.
Well, this is America.
I mean,
so.
we could randomly do that. Like,
No,
really shot a guy?
With that. I'm done with that. What the fuck?
Like, did he really shoot a guy in the head, or was
all
it,
of their
like...
music videos have always been super controversial?
He's like doing a little thing, the little lead up. He gets up there, he's a little closer. He's doing a little wiggle. He's a black guy, svelte looking gentleman.
He is svelte.
Childish Gambino, right?
And he gets up to the guy. There's a guy sitting in. He's got a hood over his head, and he's fucking tied to a chair. And he puts a gun to the back of his head and blows his brains out.
He doesn't like shirts.
Apparently not. And this is in the less than 1 minute into the video. You could have held that till the end.
Why am I getting, like, every time I pull it up, I get Donald Glover's songs. Honey, you can see what I'm looking at here.
Childish
Gambino. Did I spell
Donald
that
Glover is the vocalist for Childish Gambino.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then.
What's
Sweatpants?
I'm skipping number 3.
I want to look at Sweatpants here.
Skip over Childish Gambino.
I got one here. Hold on for a sec, Mark.
That's not for everyone, okay?
No, I don't want a Ford truck. Get your Ford truck advertisement out of my face.
You'll have to do that on your own time.
Get your Ford truck out of my face.
Why are we listening to it?
Total savings.
It's because you got total savings.
Yep.
All right, this is Childish Gambino here.
Sweatpants.
I got to see what this is about. Just give me a moment.
This is America is the one you want to watch then.
Let me get a bearing on this.
Watching haters wonder why Gambino got the game. Halftime. All she wanna do is bang. Got her hair done, French braids, now she ASAP. Bino so insensitive, she asking why you say that. I'm chillin', real nigga feelin'. Rich kid asshole, paint me as a villain. Still spittin' that cash flow. DJ Khaled, I got penthouse on both coasts. PH balance, real nigga I rep those. Why though? Cause I said so. Get deep in that Pepto. I got 5 on it like Ben Folds. I got.
All right, so a quick opinion. I mean, it's rap. We know rap
Cheers.
sucks, and yeah, cheers.
Rap does not suck.
No, I
That is
love
also,
rap. First of all, I love rap. Let me make sure everybody understands that. That's like one of my main. Yeah, rap is one of my favorite forms of music.
Seen Sean's middle school wiggle butt video.
Yeah.
I know. Well, I have stuff to prove that you're into rap.
Yeah, well, I have an OPP video of me dancing
You
around.
know
OPP.
me.
How can I explain it? Other
Yeah, you
people
know
say-
me.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I'm waiting
Yeah.
for the right time to release that worldwide.
You will never release that worldwide.
I will.
I will fucking shoot you in the
Yeah,
head.
you
I
will
swear
not.
to God. I have the ability.
I have been
Try me,
wanting
bitch.
to hold that- I've seen the video.
It's great. It's converted to disc also, so.
Oh, get me a chunk of that.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a YouTube masterpiece before you know it.
See,
By
my
the way,
thing, my thing was with modern day rap, because I like old school rap. So modern day rap, there's some songs that grab me, and honestly, I've never heard this song. So I got to be honest, this is kind of grabbing me a little bit. I like people that have the ability to make a story to music, and good
It's a
rappers.
Catholic song is what I'm telling you.
It's a
right now.
Catholic song. Is that what you said?
No.
Fuck this nigger. I'm sorry. Oh, did I say the N word? I didn't mean to say that. Oh, that was Twitch shutting me down.
You're so gullible. That's usually what I do.
Like Ben Folds, I got more tail than that Petco. You faker than some sweet and low. Yeah, you got some silverware, but really, are you eating though? Are you eating?
Are you eating though? Are you eating though?
You figured it was some sweet and low.
Fake bitch, you ain't eating. You ain't eating shit. You ain't eating, you motherfucker. Stop lying.
I can't hear. Can't hear Danny Glover.
Yo, girl, she jocking these. No hands like soccer teams. Young fuck boys like Socrates.
Anyways,
Niggas ain't copping these.
what's the
You ain't
next
looking
one?
like me. Nah, I ain't checking ID, but I bounce 'em with no problem.
Rap isn't
I
music,
got-
says
I
Fuzzy.
I actually like this
Three
song.
Number 3 on my list because it's Cardi B.
Fuck that bitch. Dirty whore.
Which one is it? Taki Taki.
Fuck you, Cardi B. I hope you hear this. You got something to say? Fuck you, bitch.
She can't hear you.
I like it, and I'm not sure that I do.
I like it like that. Oh, she wears the
No.
Chiquita banana hat in that music video.
Hashtag
No,
my day
she's
wear.
not.
Girl,
Yes,
drink
she
my
does.
daycare.
You have to play it.
Damn it! No, that's
Yes.
awful.
Yes.
Number 2.
Sorry, I'm borrowing my girlfriend's phone, is it? You don't have a girlfriend. Chai do. Where'd you meet her? Farmers only. But you're not a farmer. That's where they get you. But you ain't gotta be a farmer, is it?
Shut up, everybody.
Little Ricky, what's that song coming out of your phone? I don't know. I only heard it once for like a month, is it? You know what? I think I might have heard that song once for like a month too. Yeah, it's all right. I don't know if I could remember how the song goes or anything, but like, does it go something like this? I don't know.
Thought I'd end up with Sean, but he wasn't a match. Wrote some songs about Ricky, now I listen in laugh. Even almost got married, and for Pete I'm so thankful. Wish I could say thank you to Malcolm, cause he was an angel.
I don't know, I can't remember it, that's just off the top of my head, but I'm just saying things, I don't know, I don't really know. No, that sounds about right.
You know what? I think I actually heard that song too. I can't like really remember it right now, but I think maybe after that part it goes a little something like
one taught me love, one taught me patience, and one taught me pain. Now I'm so amazing, I've loved and I've lost, but that's not what I see. So look what I've got, look what you taught me. For that I say thank you, next, thank you, next, thank you, next. I feel grateful for my
You know what's
best.
funny about that song? The funniest
What's
thing, what got me about the real song of that, honestly, was I didn't pick up on this for like multiple listenings of that song. I didn't realize she turned lesbian in that song.
Oh, I did not realize that either.
You did not see?
And I love.
If you listen to the true song, Mark, listen to the true song.
The singing cholos is my favorite.
That's fantastic.
If you listen to the true song of the Thank You Next song, she actually turns into a lesbian at the end of the song. She talks about all these guys that she dated. Sean was one of them. There was Mikey and this and that. And at the end, she ends up being happy with a girl. It's just a degrading of our normal society.
It is not.
Yes, it
Why
is.
it? But why is it,
I'm not upset
though?
by that. I'm upset by the Ariana Grande version because the video was all like Santa Clauses, Mrs. Santa Clauses dancing around on the stage.
Well, it's like if you play the Wow video, which I love the Wow song.
The Wow? Which Wow video?
Post Malone.
Post Malone Wow.
Oh.
Do the Christmas one.
I thought you were talking about the World of Warcraft one where they were talking about
No.
the porn song.
I don't even know what World of Warcraft is.
No. Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Lexi just fucking.
Yeah, your daughter will drive there and shoot you in the head if you keep that shit up. I'll tell you that right now.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, exactly.
You know what? I do want a gun.
You've got three of
and
them.
an international passport.
So this song, ready? Here, listen.
God, fucking, this is what y'all are doing? No.
Oh, I hate when they
Music video?
do this shit. Here we go.
It's
This
a
one. This is
2-minute
one of my
30-second
favorite
song.
songs. I love this song.
Oh, this is Sherry Bush's favorite too.
I know.
Going out to your sister.
Said she tired, little money, need a big boy. Pull up 20-inch blades like I'm Lil Troy. Now it's everybody flocking, need a decoy. Shorty mixing up the vodka with the liquor.
G-Wagon.
Oh my
I don't know why, Mark, but this song is just, it grabs me. You know?
It's a fun song.
He's like complete white trash. Like complete white trash.
He looks like he
like
smells
stinky white trash. But he sings
You
good.
got the grill.
No, he doesn't have a grill. I'll give him that. He's like the bearded white
He
trash
does have
look.
face tattoos.
Yeah, face tattoos, neck tattoos.
So he's like a miniature Post Malone.
He's like somebody I've envisioned coming from like Duval and made it somehow. Like a modern day Limp Bizkit.
Hey, look at that.
So that's gross.
a modern day Limp Bizkit.
He's a snowflake. You know what it is? He's a snowflake Limp Bizkit.
It's so true.
He's snowflake Limp Bizkit. That is like the best explanation of him ever.
Is he
Snow
really a
Biscuit.
Snow Biscuit?
He's a Snow Biscuit. But he sings good.
Aw, he's sweet though.
You serve a lot,
I actually
but I
find
got
him
more
likable.
now. Made another hit 'cause I got bored now.
I love the old guy dancing.
Never pump fourth down. Last call, Hail Mary, Prescott touchdown. Hey. 100 bands in my pocket, it's on me.
If you've never watched the video, the official video, Mark, it's got this old guy that actually kind of looks like you a little bit.
He does
Dancing.
not.
What?
Ugh.
With the beautiful, with the book.
He's got a big beard. Yep, he's got a big, beautiful beard. Yep. It's probably his father-in-law, more than likely.
It's all about the commitment.
He's got some flappy
Miss
hands,
Sherry
though.
Bush corrected us all. Post Malone does have a grill.
Does he have a grill? I didn't see a
He does
grill.
have a grill.
Apparently so. She would know. She's the authority.
He does have a grill.
Authority of Post Malone?
Yes.
Oh, no, I can't see it.
That's her
there.
backup husband.
That's her backup husband.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, random side note, Miss Lexi, did you? And I see that you shared it as well. I posted it on Jessie's timeline because she's batshit crazy about this. I didn't know you were as well. The worm from Labyrinth.
I want one on my desk, but it's
The
$45.
labyrinth worm? Oh my god, yeah, that's
It's
cool as shit.
$50 for that little bitty knobber.
I
want
love
it.
the labyrinth,
I want
by
it,
the
but
way.
It's too much money. I'm gonna wait till ThinkGeek does the 75% off sale at Christmas because I always shop there at Christmas time, and I will buy it then.
There you go.
Oh,
that's my girl. Cheap bitches, everybody. Woohoo!
Gotta marry one.
Hey.
What, honey? I love you. You know I love
Don't
you.
say it
Come
like
on now.
that.
I love you.
Sorry.
Cheap, like cheap.
Don't get me in trouble, man.
Okay,
The
I'm
fuck's
just
wrong with you?
conservative. I'm not spending $50 on a desk thing.
Well, we don't have $50 to spend on a desk thing.
You're right, but I want one.
All right, so if I say woohoo, it's a problem?
If you say anything, you're white is a problem. I mean, you haven't figured this out yet, Salty?
I am.
It's pretty obvious.
You know what? Actually, I'm a redskin. Fuck all y'all.
Well, you actually have that there.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know that until like 2 years ago.
And you're still not
like,
capitalizing
what?
on it.
Serious?
No, I was like, Grandma was showing me like old pictures.
Your
She was like,
fa-
and this
your
was your great.
Your family's been in Florida for like 95 years, and you don't think you have Indian in you? I mean, come on.
No, it's not Florida Indian. This is we are Appalachian. I mean, we are full on
Northern Indian. Really?
Yeah, we're
like,
Appalachian.
legit.
Legit business.
And then there was like an Indian that married like a Smith, like a white boy.
Yeah.
And then they
White boy.
migrated to the south.
That's when they call him Wordus.
And this is where Walt Disney came to do his movies when he realized our family did our stuff, that did business back in the day.
I don't know about your family stuff, Salty. I mean, come on.
Importante.
Be careful.
Well, it was they Smiths.
Listen.
There's a lot of Smiths in this country.
How do you know?
Did you ever play Red Dead Redemption, Mark? Did you ever play Red Dead Redemption? That's my family right there.
Any hootie.
I think
there was
my
this
wife
one
actually
time
figured
at
that out.
Bandcamp. That's my parting words for the day. Go to Bandcamp. If ever you want to have a lifelong memory, send your or you want your children to have lifelong memories, send them to Bandcamp. That's all I'm saying.
They'll learn how to play the flute properly.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening to the first 52. You got Mallard coming up at 9 o'clock tonight on Raz Radio and wherever he does his things.
I'm not even going to make eye contact with you right now.
Well, we'll deal with the flute later. Oof. Love you. Talk to you guys later. You've been listening to the first 52. RazRadioLad.com. Salty Talk Radio. Twitch TV /Sean Raz 1. I love you guys. It'll be what it is.
Well,
I'm trying to find out how to end it, so I can't end it that quickly.
Okay, go away. Fuck off.
God damn it! You gotta have the stuff keep Quay.
Well, I did, but I fucked it up.
You tee it off and be like, "Go fuck yourself."
Accidentally.
Have a good night. Whatever.
All right,
Something.
this was
parting
this
words.
Is Tiger Woods' wife just bashed him in the face with a fucking putter.
This is why I'm not
That's
allowed to
what
have
just-
a gun, Dad.
Right.
All right, guys.
Does he have a thing for closing out the show yet?
No. Yes.
Don't cry to me if you loved me. You would be here with me. You want me, come find me. Make up your mind.
Oh, can he still hear it?
Goats.
Hey, Dad.
Fucking a dead alligator on a crosstown bus.